Okay, welcome back. We are on video 11 of our new consultant training series. We have this one and one more after this, and then you are all caught up. So today we're going to talk all about social media. Social media, a few do's and don'ts. Now, how you run your business on social media is ultimately up to you. I can give you some pointers and some tips on what has worked for me, what's made all the difference in my business. And I sort of think I know what I'm talking about because I run my business primarily on social media. I would say that probably 98% of my business comes from social media. The other 2% is coming from referrals. So please trust me when I tell you I've done it all wrong and figured out how to do it in a way that works for me. So, what you take from this is ultimately up to you, but hopefully, you can find something in here that will help make you successful. Now, the first thing to know is that I run my business primarily on Facebook and Instagram. All the other socials I don't get into. So, you're not going to find information on Twitter, TikTok, etc. from me here. I'm sure there's information. Again, use your resources such as YouTube on how to find that information. But for the purpose of this, let's talk particularly about Facebook and Instagram. Now, the important thing to know is it's actually against Facebook standards to be running a business from your personal Facebook page. So you want to make sure you're not doing it in a way that's going to get you thrown into Facebook jail or jeopardize you losing your account. I believe that if you are sharing Scentsy and not selling it, you will be able to keep yourself out of that situation. What do I mean by share Scentsy and not sell it? You do not want to be another ad in your social media feed for your friends and family. Every fourth post on Facebook or Instagram is an ad. I implore you, scroll through. Every fourth post is an ad. Do not be the fifth ad on Facebook. That is the quickest way to actually lose your audience and get people to unfollow you. They want to see a bright spot in their day. They want to go on Facebook or Instagram or wherever to escape. They do not want to be sold to. So make sure you're not doing that. Some of the ways to avoid doing that is to be authentic and genuinely show how you are using your products in your homes. Show pictures of your warmers in your house or your diffusers, or snap a video real quick and share it in your stories when you're changing your wax or cleaning your refrigerator with counter clean, when you're spraying down your linens or your beds or your furniture with Scentsy Fresh. These are the types of things that you can share that you're actually doing, which is also going to make you not only authentic but a more legitimate source because you're showing that you're actually using the products that you're selling. We have a saying at Scentsy, um, I don't love it because I sell it because I love it. And it's true. People want to know that you are not just a salesperson, that you actually believe in the products that you're selling, that you actually use them, that you believe in them. So, what better way to do that than to be your own best customer and to share how you use it every single day? So, that's the first thing that you want to do. We have albums in the Ascension page that are for real life images, particularly. They are there for every catalog season. We share real life images of every single warmer and scent of the month. There is zero excuse, even if you're just getting started, for not being able to share real life images. Friends, they don't have to be your images. Okay? Just share real life ones. They're going to go so much further than any marketing image will ever go, catalog image, or flyer. We're going to talk about flyers a little bit more in a minute, but share those images. They will sell the product, I promise you. Now, if you're on my team, you already know anything that I share is for you to use. Unless it's pictures of like my family, like my husband or my kids, because that's just weird. Share what you're given. I will always share them in the Ascension page. I am notorious for sharing them with other leaders and other groups as well. I truly believe we're better together and it doesn't hurt my business at all for you to be successful. That's what I believe. So that's why I share those things. Scentsy is not a business of competition. We don't believe that we hoard success, that we hoard things that we're talented at and good at. We share those things in our community. If you take great pictures, please share them with all of us. You're part of our community. Share them in those albums, share them on our Facebook group. give more than you take. But that's why those are there, because we don't expect every new consultant to go out and own everything in the catalog. We want you to be set up with success. That's why we share those. So please, please utilize them. That's what they're there for. Now, the flyers, oh Lord, the flyers. You will learn very quickly. I don't like flyers. They're spammy, they're icky, they're generic, they're not authentic. They require zero thought. They are copy and paste. Don't share flyers. If you're going to share flyers, once in a while, you'll see them in my stories, but I really stay away from them. They really do not serve your business. And if you don't believe me, watch your Facebook stats. Watch how you do not get likes or shares or comments on anything that you share like that, but you're more likely to get it when you share a real life image. Trust me, I've built my business on this. I'm telling you something, not to try to ruin your swag, your game, whatever. I am really trying to help you be successful. Trust me when I say it is a waste of time. Okay. Do not post your link on social media. If you want to put it in your bio, totally fine. But when you post your link or prices in your actual post, Facebook will flag it as a sales post, which is ultimately going to flag your account for doing something you're not supposed to be doing. And therefore, you're going to get yourself into trouble. So don't post your link. Make people want it by asking you more information about it, asking you for the link. Trust me, guys, we are not in the business of just posting our link out there and getting people to buy from us. We are in a network marketing based business. We are in a relationship based business, and that includes social media. I truly believe that with social media, find your niche, find your thing that makes you you. For me, it's organization, it's my home, it's cleaning, it's decorating, it's even recipes from time to time. Sharing all of that makes me a known entity in those things. And so it makes me a trusted resource, right? People know that I organize. So they'll ask me for organizing tips, or they pay attention when I'm organizing something in my home. That goes hand in hand with decor. So it's easy for me to then flip that quickly to decor in my home. And it's all part of my social media feed. It's all inclusive, right? So if you are a mama and you're passionate about your kids, you're a stay-at-home mom, you are an organic mama, you like things natural, talk about the safety and natural elements of our products. That is going to make people connect with you. If you love your dog, if you're a big dog lover and you love all things that have to do with your pet, talk about our pet line, right? Get to know our products, all of that. The knowledge is going to make you powerful, but really owning who you are and your brand on social media is going to elevate your game. You're not here to just spam people with Scentsy. You're here to add value to their newsfeed. You want people to want to look at your posts, to follow you on social media, to be inspired by you, to be inspired by your story and be inspired by what you bring to the table. Now, if you're new, don't let that scare you. Please don't let that scare you. Allow yourself to be a beginner and allow yourself to grow, but be coachable, work with your sponsor, pay attention to the trainings that we offer, follow leaders that you respect, that you find among on, YouTube as you're doing your research and owning your journey and your training. Make sure that you are really paying attention to what successful people are doing with their social media, because it will make a difference in your business. And then, yeah, don't use stock photos, right? That goes back with the flyers. Use the real life imaging photos. The other thing that I will say is that I get a lot of questions on whether or not you should have a VIP page, whether or not you should have a business page, whether or not you should use your Facebook page. Now, I will tell you that I am a firm believer that you should not just use a business page. I think that a business page serves its purpose. It's a good thing to have if you're going to maintain it and not get frustrated with a lack of, interaction on those pages. Same thing with a VIP page. For my VIPs, they get the information first from me. They get to see the unboxings first. They get the launches before anybody else. They get to pre-order things. They get my samples first. They are my VIPs. That group is really limited to truly like under 50 people. Those are truly VIPs. Those are true spenders. That's why they're in that group. That I don't just add every customer in there. Now, your business page is only going to have a very small reach. It's only going to be people that are added to there and follow the page. It's a two-part process. So your reach is going to be very small. And if you are only posting in those places, you are only ever going to reach customers that you already have. You are not going to grow your business that way. That's why sharing, not selling, but sharing on Scentsy, sharing what this journey is going to do for you as you get your paychecks. Always include the income disclosure agreement when you're sharing anything about income or prizes within Scentsy. But any of those things are really, really, really important things to share to get people to start following you, to get you want your social media to be a place where people lean in and listen a little bit closer to what you're saying and what you're doing. You want to entice them with the information, right? You don't want to just word vomit all over them. You want them to pay attention to what you're doing. You want them to watch your stories and you want to bring them joy because ultimately that's what these products do. So it's a little bit about social media. I firmly believe social media is a great place to grow your business when done correctly. The last thing I will say about social media is something that I struggle with myself. I am a very opinionated person. I have very strong beliefs in things, but there is a right and a wrong way to do that on social media. And usually, if you're not sure, the right way is to just not do it. I'm talking about political posts, hot button posts, controversial things, religion, any of that shared on your social media has a very, very likely chance of turning off half of the population. I'm not going to say I haven't done it because I have, particularly in the latest election, but I'm going to tell you it was a risk I knew I was willing to take. I did lose some customers over it. It is a risk you've got to be willing to take if you're going to go down that road because anything that you post, if you post anything about Scentsy and your business, your page becomes a place where your business is done. If you have customers who are also your friends on Facebook, your business and your social media become one. Even if you don't post about your social media is part of who you are. And if your customers are on your social media, they become united. Understand that. So, what I'm trying to explain to you is anything that you post on your social media, think about whether or not it would be something that would be off putting if you went into a um, a business of any kind, a restaurant, a grocery store, whatever, and you saw the store clerk or the server or the hostess sharing these things on social media. It's a good way to think about it. And think about it if the person that you were walking into their business maybe shared the opposing views, if you would be offended. If you would be offended by that, then don't share it on your social media if you're going to do business on your social media. That's just my word to the wise. So that's a little bit about social media. We have one more video, my friends, in the series, and it's an important one. So make sure you tune in. I will see you in that video.